Hello, dear learners. Welcome to our class presented by Making Connections. Hope you are well. Today we are going to discuss dramatic monologue. Okay, let's begin the class. This class you will come to know what is dramatic monologue, why dramatic monologue is used in poetry, what is soliloquy, what is different between dramatic monologue and soliloquy. Dramatic monologue is a kind of poetic device. It is a type of poetry which was written during 16th century and 17th century, but it was most popularized during 19th century, or you can say during the Victorian era. And Robert Browning, a Victorian poet of 19th century England, was the most renowned exponent of this dramatic monologue. Now let's try to analyze the word monologue. The word monologue, there is actually two words in it. One is mono and other is log. Mono means one and log means speech. So the word monologue itself implies a speech spoken or delivered by a single character. Repeat it again. The word monologue means a speech spoken or delivered by a single character. In English literature, one speaker speaks and he or she talks to some imaginary characters. Sometimes the poet wants to present some dramatic situation in poetry. You must have studied drama. In drama, there are characters. What the characters do? The characters deliver their dialogue. So the same kind of dramatic situation sometimes created by poets in the poetry. And to create such a dramatic situation, poet use this device, which is known as dramatic monologue. In this dramatic monologue, the speaker is trying to convince someone about his own ideas, about his own views. It is just like an imaginary character standing on the stage. He is addressing to the audience, or maybe he is addressing to an imaginary character. Dramatic monologue, it can be said it has all characteristics of drama, or it can be said that it is dramatic by nature. It is a speech delivered by a single character. Now we are going to discuss the difference between dramatic monologue and soliloquy. Some people think dramatic monologue and soliloquy are same thing, but there are difference between dramatic monologue and soliloquy. The main difference between dramatic monologue and soliloquy is found in dramatic monologue is found in poetry, and soliloquy is mainly found in drama. In drama or play, in dramatic monologue, the speaker expresses his thoughts and feelings to the audience or to any other character. On the other hand, in soliloquy, the speaker expresses his thoughts or feelings to himself. He does not involve any audience or character. For example, if you found soliloquy in the tragedy of Christopher Marlowe or tragedy of Shakespeare, for example, in soliloquy, the character talks to himself. I mean, what thought is going to the mind of a character is expressed through soliloquy. But in dramatic monologue, real dramatic situation is created in which one character continues to speak, and this speech is addressed to some imaginary character. Here we have thousands of examples of dramatic monologue in English literature, but Robert Browning was the most outstanding exponent of dramatic monologue. Robert Browning has used it comprehensively during his career as a poet. Robert Browning, who was living during the 19th century Victorian era, has written many poems which are known as poems of dramatic monologue. Here you see some of the examples of those. Robert Browning's Last Duchess was an wonderful poem of dramatic monologue. Some other poets also write dramatic monologue. For example, T.S. Eliot's The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. Now come to the next point, functions of dramatic monologue. Dramatic monologue, they have some specific functions to perform. Firstly, dramatic monologue is used to convey an idea or viewpoint through words. Secondly, dramatic monologue can be used to develop the character. How? Dramatic monologue helps developing a character, because when you read a poetry, you can see slowly when a poetry advances during speech, character expresses his views in the course of poetry's advances. Through his views, we can understand the nature and the character of the speaker or the person who is speaking. That's how, in order to develop character, dramatic monologue has been used. Sometimes the poet wants to give some dramatic touch to their poetry. Lastly, to present the action of poetry, dramatic monologue also can be used. How? Most of the poems you read in English literature, they express the views of the poet, but sometimes when a poet wants to express his action in their poetry, they make use of dramatic monologue. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. We stop the class here. See you in any next class.